Welcome. My name is Coach Chennis. I'm the offensive coordinator and offensive line coach at North Carolina A&T State University. We here at North Carolina A&T, we really believe in our O-line play. You have to coach offensive linemen to be great. And here we do several drills on a daily basis that we feel to benefit our young men in becoming the best football player they can be, and we hope it can do the same for you. Enjoy the video. All right, we do everyday drills. I believe in anytime you build great offensive line, you have to do EDDs, which is our everyday drills. All right, the first drill you'll see here, we're working on our just getting loose. We just want to get loose. We want to pump those arms. We want to have flat backs. We want to come through. We want to have knees up, not out. We want to make sure that our young men are exploding through at the end of the bag. We'll mix up the drills. The first one I like to do is the one you just saw with one leg in. Then I'll graduate into 2 legs in. But I want to see rapid fire. I want to see feet chopping. I want to see arms pumping. I want to see flat backs. I want to see, as you can tell, some guys are doing it absolutely great. Others aren't doing as good as I like. And I like to coach them to do it the right way. I like them to stay off the bags. I don't want them on the bags. Most of the time when they touch the bags, they have to go back. I believe in doing the drill right. I want to do everything we do right, not just going through the motions. I want to do the drill right. Another thing I want to emphasize, they look athletic. I want athletic offensive linemen. I really preach here that I want my guys to be fluid, athletic, agile. I don't want them to be robots. I want them to be do things that comes naturally. So I want their arms pumping and things of that nature. All right, the next thing we'll do after we kind of get loose, we'll start working on them shooting their hands. I may start off with right foot straight ahead. I want pad level low. You'll see this young man here, he's a little high. I don't want them high. I want them coming out low, short choppy steps, wide base, shooting their hands as they come up. And again, you see this young man, he hit the bag. I don't want him on the bag. I want him off the bags. All right, but again, you see the guys exploding, shooting their hands, really driving, shooting their hands, short choppy steps, wide base. And again, some are good, some aren't as good as I like, but you got to coach your guys as you go. I don't want to see them cocking like this young man here. He's bringing his arms back. I don't want to see him cocking. All right, the next one we'll do where I kind of get them changing direction. I don't want to see these men stay in a position a long time. I want to see these guys change directions. I want to see them get off one side and get to another side quick without staying on that one leg long. I want to see them changing direction. You'll see some linebacker coaches do this drill, but I like to do this drill because I want my guys to be able to change directions. I believe that's important, and they always got to finish through. All right, and again, I want to stay off the bags. Now, the next one we'll do is with a medicine ball. You can use a volleyball. You can use anything that you like to use, but we use a little heavier ball, so we want those guys to keep their eyes up, pump their arms running through, passing the ball back to me. Now, your everyday drills got to include your stance. You got to have a good stance. Your foundation is your home, and that's what it's all about. You got to have a good stance, and we always start off practice with good stance, especially when we start off spring ball or we start off training camp. We want to have a good stance. I have all my linemen work right and left-handed stance. I think that's important. They want to be versatile. All right, another drill we do, you can use this in the weight room. You can use this in the drill that you do just kind of to get the guys loosened up. But, offensive line play, you got to have a great punch. All right, and we want to emphasize a great punch. Now, I'll start this drill off with a nice stagger. I'll have a stagger first, just feet still. Then I'll graduate into short choppy steps with a stagger. I want to see those guys really stroking it. I really want to see them punching, really delivering a blow, because that's what this thing is all about. You want to be physical at the point of attack. All right, the next drill we do this every day. This is another one of our EDDs. All right, which is our shoots and bores. All right, right here we're working on zone steps. All right, our first step, we want to gain ground with that first step. As you can tell, these guys are doing a good job with that first 6-inch step. They want to gain ground. And now the next phase we'll go to is 1, 2. Now, after we've done the 6-inch, now we'll take that second step to split that crotch on the second step. Really want them guys shooting their hands on the second step when you're running the zone offense. I think that's very, very important. All right. The next phase, after you did the 6-inch step, then the 1, 2, you want to go through with it. You want to take it all the way through, nice pad level, flat backs, really finishing through the boards. All right, we'll do everything left, right first, and then now we'll do left. All right, now on our left, we want to do pretty much the same thing. All right, we'll do the 6-inch, then we'll do the 1, 2, and then we'll go through. So we want to, sometime I'll do them gradually, then I'll bring them all the way through with it. All right, then I'll carry them all the way through at the end. And I think that's very important to developing O-line play. You have to do drills over and over and over again where it becomes second nature. And again, we'll do the same thing without the boards. Now they have a visualization of what the boards are for, which is wide base, short, choppy steps. Now we want to do it without the board. So again, just getting that same action. All right, 6-inch step, 1, 2, splitting the crotch on the second step. Then the third step, the third drill is going through with short, choppy steps. Feel that these are very, very important to developing great offensive linemen. All right. Next thing, again, once we do it right, we'll go left. All right. Do the same drill. We'll go left. Emphasizing that first step, we want to step forward with that first step. We feel that is very, very important to the development of our offensive line is stepping forward. And again, you got to have a way to do drills every day. Now, this next drill you'll see us do, we really want to work on that knee bend. Most offensive linemen, as we all know, don't like to bend their knees. All right, they want to be waist benders. Well, I want knee benders. So we'll do everyday drills, and these are drills just to get us loose. We'll start every day with these. And we're in the shoots. We're going long ways. I want those guys pumping their arms, rapid fire, short, choppy steps, gaining ground, digging those insteps into the ground, short, choppy steps, pumping their arms, looking athletic. That's a big thing. I don't want them looking tight. And, a lot of times offensive linemen, like this young man here, they're tight in their hips. You want to work on their hip flexibility. Hip flexibility is very, very important with offensive line play because, again, they want, most offensive linemen, those 300-pounders that we have here, they want to bend at the waist. And you don't want waist benders because now they're leaning. You want knee benders. You want guys to bend their knees and make it hard for them at the beginning. This drill at the beginning will be hard for these young men, but you have to keep working them every day where it becomes natural to them. Now, this next phase we'll do the same drill we did. Now we'll come off with a punch. We want to really emphasize getting those hands inside. I always tell them, act like they're playing and just open their hands. All right, get your hands inside. All right, keep your hands inside because this is a game of leverage. This is a game of leverage, whether it's inside hand leverage, whether it's being lower than the next man. You want your head up. You want your elbows in tight. You want your hands in tight. You want to have leverage. And this is a game of leverage. You want to make sure that your offensive linemen are playing with leverage. So I want those hands inside. Hands inside are very, very important. I don't want those heads leaning forward. I want those heads up. I don't want them heads leaning forward because now they have a tendency to fall forward. I don't want that. I want to really see those guys do a good job of shooting their hands. Shooting your hands are very, very important. You have to deliver forceful blows when you're talking about offensive line play. Forceful blows are important. Now, I'll alternate the steps. I'll do right step. I'll do left step. I'll do zone steps. I'll line them up on the pole and work zone step. But again, these are everyday drills. Drills that we feel like to be beneficial to our offensive line play when we do these drills each and every day. Now, the next phase, we'll talk about first level defenders, and the next phase will be second level defenders. Now we want to do those same drills we did in the shoots. Now we want to put a first level, which is a defensive lineman defender. You want to see those guys come off with flat backs, hands inside, really driving. Now, the key emphasis is, of course, keeping their heads off the chutes, all right? Now, again, the same drill you can do out of the chutes. Again, they don't always have to be in the chutes, but I like to stay in those chutes because I want those guys playing low. I want those guys playing low. But the more you do, it becomes second nature. But you can do the same drill out of the chutes. But again, wide base, you really want to emphasize short, choppy steps, digging those insteps into the ground. Now, the next phase, again, you'll see second level. Now they're working, getting up to linebackers. All right, taking that same zone path and getting up to linebackers. Delivering forceful blows on that second level. Short, choppy steps as well. A lot of times you'll see linemen when they get up to the second level, they want to put their feet together. Well, no, you want the same short, choppy steps because you got to keep a wide base so those linebackers can't get off of you. You want to keep a nice pad level just like you're in the shoes. Extremely, extremely important. Now, this is a drill I really feel good about. This demeanor drill. This is a drill where you're really pumping those arms. You're working that wide base. You can mix up run blocking. You can mix up pass blocking. You can kind of get your guys loose. This is a good drill. We start off again. These are everyday drills. These are drills we do every day with our offensive linemen because we feel like if we can do these drills every day, they become second nature to these young men. And it's very important if you do drills over and over and over again and you coach them passionately and you emphasize them doing it right, not just doing the drill to say they're doing the drill. We want to get something out of the drill. Now, some of these guys are a little high. Like my son here in the middle, he's nice and low. He's got great pad level, but the guys on the outside were a little high. You want to emphasize on getting their pad level low because this is a game of leverage. You'll hear me say that throughout this video, that this is a game of leverage and you want your guys playing low at all times. But again, you see some great pad levels, you see some guys a little high. You want to do the drill correctly. It's very, very important that you do everything you do correctly. All right, now, this is something that I really believe in. It's sled work. Now, we do several different things on the sled. We'll start off with the explosion, points of explosion drill. We're just working on unlocking their hips. And again, just with offensive line play, you have to have explosive hips. These are our tight ends here. They do an outstanding job of rolling their hips. You can't play O-line with your hips behind you. You have to learn to unlock your hips. Again, this is a drill that we do every day. All right, we'll graduate into the flat back from the fit. We want to come off with a flat back, unlocking their hips. Still, you want to get a flat back, a good nice fit, flat back, unlock your hips, and short choppy steps with a drive. Again, you don't have to drive it long. All right, if you're trying to work their legs, you can go a little longer, but you want to emphasize doing the drill right. You want to see those guys with flat backs coming off, short choppy steps, wide base, unlocking their hips. All right, then the next phase will come from the ground. Again, all this is gradual. We'll come from the ground now. We'll come from, now we came from the points of explosion to the fit, now from the ground, from the drive. All right, you want short choppy steps really exploding into that sled. Again, very, very important, short choppy steps, wide base. You want your young men hustling in and out the drill. Then we'll take it to where we zone right. All right, we did straight ahead drive block. Now we'll offset left or offset right, and we'll zone block. We'll take a zone step. We'll take a zone step, which is very, very important. We'll just change up the drills that we do on the sled every day. But we're going to try to get some sled work, not long, but again, we want to get those guys firing off the ball every day. I really believe in that. All right, the next drill is the medicine ball drill. I really feel like this drill helps you with teaching those linemen to unlock their hips again. Another thing, I'm talking about hips. I want to see these guys coming from a stance position and really explode, unlocking their hips. Some guys are doing it better than others. I want to see those guys again. You'll notice everything we do is short, choppy steps with a wide base because it's a game of technique. You have to be technique sound. You have to be physical. You have to be powerful. All those things are important. But you got to have good technique. Now, a lot of those linemen, they like to put their feet together. We want wide base, short, choppy steps. Everything we do.